I remember I'm retired from the armed forces, did the Royal Navy, and in 1977 we used to do fish patrols. You know, we had these cod wars going on in those days, and my ship, HMS Plymouth, I remember going around the North Sea and the Channel trying to defend our waters from the French trawlers coming in to fish in our waters. And one of our major sticking blocks right now is the fact that Barnier keeps pushing for the French even keep pushing to fish in our waters, you know, to give our kid our cod. Now they get 80% of the quotas, 80 to 90% of the quota of cod is taken by the French and European fishermen, and that leaves 10% for our fishermen in the UK from our own waters. That cannot be fair. And after 31st of December, when we leave the European Union, what are the chances that we will be having cod wars and fish wars with the French and the likes from Europe as well?
Well, let's be honest about it. The common fisheries policy that allows European fishermen to fish in our waters has been disastrous for our coastal communities and our fishermen. You know, it's undone all of those historic communities that built up around fishing in our waters and selling fish in those communities and across the country. They've been decimated. And I think the quicker the European Union realises that on the 1st of January 2021 we'll be an independent coastal state, and what we're asking for isn't anything transformational, it's not something that's unheard of in the world. What we're saying is from that day, the UK will have control over who fishes in its waters. Now that's a really easy argument to make, but the EU's position is a really difficult argument to make, which is, yeah, we get that, but we still want access. And we've said, well, you know, we think access should be negotiated. It should be based on sustainable fishing, but also we want to do it within the context of a friendly free trade agreement between us and them. And as you've said, negotiations are tough at the minute. The two sides are pretty far apart on some key issues. And that, I'm afraid, fundamentally is because the EU is not yet willing to accept that we're an independent country. They still want to behave as though we're either in the European Union or treat us like a country that wants to be in the European Union. And actually what we've said, quite reasonably, is we're not in the European Union. We want to trade with the EU, but we also want to trade with the rest of the world. There's a big world out there of not just established economies like Australia and Canada and the USA, but emerging economies as well. And we should have the ability to go and strike free trade deals that work for people here, but that also work for those other countries around the world.